Yes, exactly. That's the opinion of, Filipinos mindset.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a Filipina in a relationship with a foreigner, regardless of age? Do people secretly gossip that Filipina foreigner relationships are just about money and label the Filipina a gold digger? In your opinion, can a 25-year-old Filipina really love a 65-year-old foreigner? If a Filipina is just after a foreigner's money and opportunities, should she tell him the truth? Hello, what's your name and age?
I'm Van and I'm 24.
Van.
Yeah.
That's like a nickname, right?
Yeah, my real name is Vanessa, but they call me Van.
Van. Okay, that's a very cute name and unique. So here's the question, and I want you to be very honest. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a Filipina in a relationship with a foreigner, regardless of age?
For me, that's fine. As a co-Filipino, well, the stigma is that when someone saw a Filipina with a foreigner, stigma is that they're using that foreigner for money. But for me, that's fine. Because it depends on the preferences. Because we have different preferences, and we have like for you, say for example, you want someone like characteristic of a foreigner, because the Filipino man characteristic is very different from a foreigner. So we respect that. I think it should be respected because ayun, we have different preferences when it comes to men. And yeah, that's fine being with a foreigner regardless of the age. And who cares about the age, right? They say age doesn't matter, but yeah, I think that's it.
So basically, you don't really judge them, right?
Yeah, we don't judge them.
Okay. Do people secretly gossip that Filipina foreigner relationships are just about money and label the Filipina a gold digger?
Well, usually, just like I mentioned, it's a stigma here in the Philippines, right? But for me, that wasn't right, because just like I'd mentioned, we have different preferences, and I think gold diggers, I anyway, but just for me, it's just that we shouldn't label those as gold diggers. It's a very harsh word, but for someone who is going to build a family with a man, sometimes I think we shouldn't label this as a gold digger, because a man and a woman, when they get married, a woman, they may not give the money, the financial, but the love, the care that Filipina gave to a foreigner. I think that's worth the money that the foreigner is also looking for in us. Like it's the care, the love that we give. Filipina are caring. The love that we always give.
I love that. Now, in your opinion, can a 25-year-old Filipina really love a 65-year-old foreigner?
I guess yes, because just like I mentioned again, we have different preferences, and there are females or Filipina wherein they prefer someone who is matured, someone who's good with life, wherein like a 60, say for example, a 65-year-old man and a foreigner, he's already settled. And like if you're comparing it to a like 25-year-old man, like exploring life, well, some Filipina wants like a happy life, like what do you call this, like a solemn life, wherein they just want a peaceful husband, something like that, because it's very different. But anyway, again, we respect the preferences naman po.
Okay. I'm curious, how about you? Do you see yourself with a like 65-year-old foreigner?
For me, personally, no, because that's not my preference. But of course, we do respect the preferences of other.
If a Filipina is just after a foreigner's money and opportunities, should she tell him the truth?
I think yes, she should tell him, because I don't know, maybe yes. Why? Because if the foreigner is after the intention, I think hurt siya. if you mentioned that he's after money, you're after money, pero if you said it from the beginning pa lang, at least they're already anticipating it. Yeah, that's it.
Well, honesty is the best policy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I have a bonus question. Is it true that only poor Filipinas are interested in foreigners, especially the older foreigners?
I think no, because as you can see, we have celebrities who have foreign partners, husbands. I think no, it's just that it's part of the stigma. But anyone can have a foreigner partner in their life.
I'm curious. Are you single or are you with someone right now?
Actually, I'm with someone. Yeah,
Working or still studying?
I'm already working.
May we know what's your job if it's okay?
I do work in a BPO company.
What's your name and age, ma'am?
I am Danica and I am 24 years old.
How are you tonight, Ma'am Danica?
Uh, I just feel nervous today.
Nervous. Okay. I guess almost everyone that we interview, they always feel nervous. But I couldn't tell.
Unexpected.
Unexpected. But you're happy to be here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, I want you to be very honest, ma'am, okay?
Yes.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a Filipina in a relationship with a foreigner, regardless of age?
Okay, in my own opinion, the first thing that came into my mind that it requires a lot of, I mean, it requires a high standard to become a partner of an American or a foreigner.
What kind of standard? I'm curious. What standard?
It should be like you should have a to become fluent in English so that your partner can understand you, can fully understand you.
So you never knew someone, or even on TV, you never seen like couple with, Filipina that are not that fluent. Everyone is fluent.
Yes, everyone is fluent when we come in terms of speaking. Sounds like a native speaker.
Do people secretly gossip that Filipina foreigner relationships are just about money and label the Filipina a gold digger?
Yes, exactly. That's the opinion of Filipinos mindset. Sounds like intimidating. The when you have a partner, specifically a foreigner, sounds like you are
You're only after his money?
yes.
Okay, do you know?
Can afford all the luxury things when you have a partner.
Because he's rich.
Yes. Though even though they are not, most of them are not really rich.
Okay. Do you know
Sounds like
people? Okay, she said sounds intimidating. Do you know people, ma'am, like friends that who's talking about these couples, like they think that Filipinos are gold digger?
yes po, yung sa amin po.
A lot from your hometown.
Town. Parang yung from the parang yung mahirap, sobrang hirap po as in yung tapos biglang yaman. Nagpapatayo ng bahay, ganyan.
Oh, she's just talking that there's a Filipina from their hometown, and she's from a very poor
Yes.
family, and now that she's with a foreigner, they had a nice life now. They have a nice life now, and then they were able to build a home. Oh, so that's why people are talking. They have like that kind of mindset.
Parang nagiging na po siyang yung parang breadwinner ng family.
She became the breadwinner of the family. Oh, okay. But is it like I'm nosy? Is it like she's really after the money of the foreigner?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for okay. Now this one. In your opinion, ma'am, can a 25-year-old Filipina really love a 65-year-old foreigner?
In my own opinion, we cannot specifically describe what love means because it's how we feel, not we just saw or explain it in our own eyes. But for me, it's definitely yes.
They can love.
Yes po. Love naman po ay bumula po sa iba't ibang sitwasyon.
Love came from different situations. If a Filipina is just after a foreigner's money and opportunities, should she tell him the truth?
Yes, of course. So, because trust came from when you are having a relationship to a foreigner, of course, you are going to build a trust with him. So better to tell him the truth unless it will ruin everything.
That's very honest, right? Now, since you're speaking about these things, do you believe, ma'am, that only poor Filipinas would date foreigners, especially the older foreigners?
You mean only Filipinas?
The poor Filipinas
Only poor Filipinas?
would date foreigners, especially the older ones.
I don't think so. It's not about the status in life. When you love someone, you don't have to say the status in life. Just how you feel.
Are you single, ma'am?
Yes, actually, kasi single lang po nung February na
Oh, you just broke up with your partner last February.
boyfriend.
Your first ever boyfriend. And how long was the relationship?
Almost 5 years.
Wow! 5 years!
Yes. Liver cirrhosis.
Sorry?
Liver cirrhosis.
What is that?
Yung sakit niya po sa atay.
Oh, he... Oh, so sorry to hear that. So he passed away.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So, how old are you again, ma'am?
24.
24. You're working now?
Yes.
May we know what's your job?
I'm a cashier and a CC.
Okay. Would you...
Studying.
And studying. Wow. Very industrious. What's your name and age?
I'm Alex and I am 20 years old.
How are you tonight, Alex?
I'm great, exhausted, but I'm happy because our class is already ended na po.
Dead. Ooh. And even though you look like you said you're tired, right? You still look pretty. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a Filipina in a relationship with a foreigner, regardless of age? First thing that comes to your mind.
I think happy somehow since it's their own life naman and it's their own feelings, so whatever or whoever they want to love or share their happy moments with, I'm not very.
Do people secretly gossip that Filipina foreigner relationships are just about money and label the Filipina a gold digger?
Yes, since we're living here in the Philippines, so there's no doubt that a lot of people we're going to talk about other people's lives, and yeah, like uneducated people will not think about like that po.
Do you know anyone in particular, like they talk about, these couples?
Marites in the Philippines, and especially the old mga lolas and lolos here in the Philippines.
Grandmas and grandpas. Okay. In your opinion, can a 25-year-old Filipina really love a 65-year-old foreigner?
For me, yes, since I'm the one you asked. But yeah, for me, yes. Regardless of their ethnicity or like American Filipino, there's no very if you compare that to Filipino and Filipina, it's love. So we cannot really deny the fact that they love and they just want to love someone else.
Is it common here in the Philippines to see couples Filipina-Filipino with big age gap?
From my perspective, I think no. Yeah, no.
Only foreigners, Filipina foreigners.
Yep.
If a Filipina is just after a foreigner's money and opportunities, should she tell him the truth?
I think she will not, because that's her that's the reason why she
With him.
That's why, like,
So you're saying that she should lie to him that she's with him because she's only after his money and the opportunities. Like for example, who knows, he could bring him her abroad like that.
yes. I mean, that's her side. Like, that's the reason why she's with him. And I think when she successfully like migrated to US.
For example,
Yeah. I think um for like she's I think she will be contented, and she will not tell the truth na since she achieved her intention with him.
so she should lie. Oh no! Do you think if the foreigner found out about it, do you think you know he, let's say he will break up with her or he'll get hurt or something?
Of course, he will break up with her because I mean that's a very that's the reason why a lot of people think about like yung Filipinas are gold digger, because that's a lot of Filipinas talaga are doing that.
I'm curious. Are you single or are you in a relationship?
I'm single
How long have you been single?
since birth.
What is that? Your choice or no one is courting one?
My choice.
So why?
I don't think I'm capable of being with in a relationship with someone else right now. But like, yeah, men are just
Maybe in the future, right?
maybe in the future.
Maybe know what's your course, be?
Engineering po.
Wow.
Summer class right now. That's why we're just I'm with my friend.
Yeah, she's with her friend. But anyway, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you. Hopefully, we earn your subscription. And also, if you like our content, please consider becoming a member for exclusive videos. Thank you for watching and take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Beautiful reflection